Hey guys, it's Eric at SideQuest Comics, and today I'm out and about at a comic store that was suggested to me. Today I'm in Rockford, Illinois, and I'm at Top Cut Comics. So I just pulled into the parking lot. Let's go ahead and go inside and see what I can find in their long boxes. That Hulk 102 you guys got down there is awesome. Oh. All right, guys, I was there for a couple of hours. I got kind of a good-sized stack. I went through everything there. So it's dark now. Let's go ahead and head home. I got a long drive, and I will show you guys what I ended up picking up. It's always fun, guys, visiting a new store that you don't know what you're going to expect walking in. But I'll say I found some pretty good stuff there. And yeah, it was a lot of fun at Top Cut Comics for my first time visit, as I will show you in a little bit here. But let's go over Top Cut Comics in Rockford, Illinois. If you're in the kind of that mid-southern area of Wisconsin, this is kind of out west from where I am. I actually visited it it was actually a suggestion from my buddy Chris at Cheddar Comics. And when I went to go visit my son's college campus, it was right down the way. So it's like literally 20 minutes south of where his college is. So I figured, it's something that I kind of like doing when you go out and about. And if you have that extra time, just getting on the Google Maps and seeing what comic stores are around. And this was one of the ones, and he suggested that I go see it. So I visited, didn't know what to expect. And boy, let me tell you, I was blown away. So first off, let me just tell you that you can visit Top Cut Comics at their website, topcutcentral.com. One of the things I noticed right away is that they had all kinds of stuff in the store, whether not just comics, they had gaming stuff. I mean, they had a huge TCG section in the store that you saw in the video. So if you're into Magic or Pokemon, they have regular tournaments and days for playing those there. And a big back room that I didn't get a good picture or any video because there's actually a tournament going on. I didn't want to bother them. But yeah, and they had all the different collectible statues, like anime statues. They had a ton of Funko Pops. I've never seen so many. Board games. They had a lot of tabletop board games. A big graphic novel section, actual collectible statue section, which was, I think that was a counter where you normally check out. And then underneath you saw that I got some footage of some of their more consignment books that I thought was kind of cool. And then, of course, the back room, which they told me, actually talking to them, that they did not have everything in there. They actually just recently upgraded their shelving system back there. And there was a lot more that they had to put back in there. Now, that surprised me because there was a lot back there. They had a good selection of wall books. That's what really impressed me, and good prices on some of their back issue stock. I think when I was there, they actually were having a little bit of a sales, like 10% off some of the back issues. But they're telling me that they're going to have a bigger sale come Free Comic Book Day. So I went ahead. I'm assuming I'm going to go back since it's so close to my son's college. And I signed up for their they have like a repeat customer type of thing where you get more percentage off when you visit. I think it's per dollar amount, and then you get like a $10 voucher or something. So very cool store, very helpful and friendly. Pretty large space, as you could see from the video. And let's see, did I miss anything from this little short summary? No, I did not. So let me do kind of what I did last time is, to show you guys these comics instead of just me holding them up so you can see. I'm going to go table down. And funny enough, this pile here, it looks like a lot. I actually was going to get some of the other books they had there. And I figured, you know what, I'm going to just get these couple. I did end up managing to get one big book. The rest of them was just, I had fun going through and digging. So I'm going to go ahead and go table down like I did last time so you guys can get a real good view of these. And I'm probably going to do something a little bit different because I have a couple, issues in a run. So I'll probably just group them up to kind of not make the video so large type of thing. So let's go ahead and go down and I will show you what I got. Okay, guys, these first ones I'm going to start with were a couple that I needed to finish a run, and that is Trinity here by DC Comics. This is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So I needed number 26 and number 27 here to finish the 52 issue run. Now, the kind of neat thing about this is, I don't know if you recognize the cover, but this cover is by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. Now, the inside pencils are Mark Bagley, and it's written by Kurt Busiek, and this came out in 2008. So, yeah, this was from Trinity Volume 1. I needed these two to finish it. I was picking them up here and there. I actually inherited a whole bunch of this run from my wife's brother. I got rid of all his comics and stuff. So this was one that I wanted to finish off. I figured I'd get the rest of the set. So very cool to find these. Good price. I don't know if you guys can see the prices, but they were like just over $2. And with a little bit of a sale, I think they got knocked down to $2 a piece. So finished that one off. Okay, this next one is a recent interest of mine, and it's Tarzan. I started watching some of the movies and got interested in some more of the stories. And this one actually is when DC had the rights to Tarzan. This is 227, came out in 1973. And this was actually continued from Dell Publishing, or Gold Key, if some of you know. And they ended at 206, so they actually just continued the numbering system when DC got it. And this is actually by Joe Kubert. Now, Joe did like everything on this except for the colors. I mean, he did the writing, the art, the ink, the lettering, the editing. And this one, I want to get more of Joe Kubert. I'm fans of his kids, Adam and Andy, who did a lot of X-Men stuff. I don't have a lot of Joe's stuff. And this one's really stood out for me. It's called Ice Jungle. And I mean, it's Tarzan fighting, I don't know, I think he's supposed to be an ice ape. But to me, it's a Yeti. It's a Bigfoot. So if it's got any kind of Bigfoot-esque creature on the cover, I am going to get it. So, I mean, if I don't get any more of the DC run, I'm probably happy with just this one. Now, keeping in theme with the DC Tarzan, I did find some of the Marvel Tarzan, number 1 through 3 from 1977. So, yeah, I picked up a couple of these. Here's number 1. We got number 2. And then we got number 3. So, now the big reason I picked up all these is mainly it's because it's written by Roy Thomas and John Buscema is the artist on here. And I am really getting into John Buscema. Now, he is mostly known for his work on Conan. Something about just, I like his styling. He also did the beginning of the Wolverine Volume 2, his regular ongoing series. So, yeah, this is a 29 issues. I ended up just getting a couple. They had a whole bunch there. I just got up to, I had a number 4 already, so I figured I'll just get up to that point and read them, see if I really want to continue getting them. Like I said, I do like the art in these, so there's a good chance that I will get the rest of them just because of the art. But yeah, that is Tarzan by Marvel 1 through 3 from 1977. Very cool art. I love it. Love it. All right, so this is a series I've been getting. It's my quest of all things Wolverine. This is X-23 Volume 3. I got a couple issues here. They all came out in 2011. So this is number 11. I got number 14, number 18, and I also got number 20. Now, this, as you see, Jubilee is a vampire at this point in the series, 2011. This one was 2012. I'm only missing 2 for this series, number 2 and 19, and then I'll have the full run. And this, I picked these up because I'm filling the holes. I'm still trying to get them all. I'm getting them here and there when I find them. And this, is by a couple different artists. The writers, Lou, I think is how it is. I'm going to put their names up down below here just so you guys can look them up. Phil Noto did some of it. Takedo did some of it. But yeah, this is just me filling them in. I need 2 more now to have all these. So I'm pretty excited to find these ones in the wild. And, they didn't break the buck. It's about $2 a piece. So I like that, and I think they're in really good shape too. So that is X23 fillers. Now, staying in line with X-Men, X-Men Legacy. Now, this is a weird one. So I finished my run here today at Top Cut Comics. I got 3 issues. That's all I needed for the X-Men Legacy. I got 244, 246 here, and 253. Now, these complete the run for me for Legacy. These all came out 2011. And it's a 70 issue run for the X-Men Legacy. Now, this last one here is the only key in here. It's the first full end game and first cover of Styx, both David Holler. I don't know if that's a typo that I found when I was researching this. But so this X-Men run has a very strange history. So let me give you a little bit of it. Originally, this is the same volume of Adjectiveless X-Men, Volume 1, which started in 91, went up to 01, went from issue 1 to 113. Then they switched to New X-Men dress title. That went from 114 to 156. That ran from 01 to 04. And then they switched back to X-Men, still Volume 1, went from 157 to 207. So that went up to 08. And they switched again to this, the X-Men Legacy, that ran from 208 to 275, the end in 2012. And then they kind of rebooted all the X-Men titles. I don't think Uncanny was running at that time. So when I first started collecting these X-Men, it was very confusing that they basically changed the title 4 times, and it was all still technically the same volume. So when you're out there, a lot of times comic stores will put these in a weird, different order. So just so you know, my learning thing is your learning thing. So it's not all that confusing. And yeah, this finishes up all the X-Men Volume 1 for me. That started in 91 with Jim Lee and Chris Claremont. Okay, this one is one I actually already have. This is X-Men Chronicles that came out in 1981, written by Steve Webb, and art is Dave Cockrum. Now, this one, like I said, I have it already, right here. And basically, it was me. I found it. I don't see this very often. So when I see it, and especially for that price, it was $5. I think this was a very good, very fine copy, which is better than my dollar copy that I got. It's got, my original has all kinds of spine ticks. So this was basically an upgrade. And I have featured this before, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. But if you guys do see this, get it. It's kind of cool publication. It's got a bunch of different articles in there. It's got some interviews and stuff like that. And I believe it's all black and white because it's it's a fan magazine. So if you see it, pick it up. It's good for the collection to have one of those oddball X-Men things. It came out basically right when they were first starting to get popular. Okay, sticking with X-Men here, I got one that doesn't have a cover. It is Uncanny X-Men number 33 from 1967. Now, it's coverless. Why did I get that? Well, I'll get back to that in a minute. Let me slide this over, and then I can pop up over here the cover so you guys can see the cool cover by Gil Kane. Now, this little information was by Roy Thomas, and the art was by Werner Roth. And this is actually the Juggernaut's fourth appearance, and the first appearance of Xerox the Outcast. Now, once again, why did I get this? Well, it's not in bad shape. It was cheap. I wanted to just read it, easy, cheap reader. I do have it over here in the Omni, but I wanted an actual hard copy of it. Who knows what I may just print out the cover and do a wrap type of thing just for presentation. But it's kind of a filler, I guess. And I mean, it's really cool, this splash page of the Juggernaut. And, I was thinking I kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit more of it. I figure why not get it? I mean, it's kind of cool, right? I mean, it's in really good shape. I'm not too worried about handling this because it is coverless. It's basically a reader copy. Who knows? I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I can read it while I replace it. Yeah, eventually I think I'll replace it. It's kind of cool cover, as you saw. Um, Now the question is, why did I get it again? Did I waste my money on this book? Now, it's listed at 280, so it really wasn't breaking the bank. After a discount, I think it was just over $2. You know, did I waste my money? It's $2. I don't think I did. It was, I can still enjoy it, read it, look at the cool art. Maybe I'll just frame it like this on the wall type of thing, you know? So who knows? Uh, I think it was cool. Let me know, you guys down below, if you guys think, was it worth it? Did I waste my money on getting this? But you know what? I will replace it eventually. I just thought it was cool, little piece of X-Men history to have. It was there. I snagged it. Okay, so dig in. I found these two magazines. This is by IDW. It's Judge Dredd Classics. So this one I found number 1, and I also found number 5. Now, these both came out 2013. Like I said, by IDW. They are actual reprints from the original progs that came out in the UK. So they're actually formatted kind of weird. It threw me. And the first one here actually has the 5-part first stories of I think it was their Black War gang storyline that they had. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool to get them in reprint like this. The colors were kind of popped up a little bit, and I think number 5 going along with this had the 5-part stories. This one, number 5, had part 9 through 12 of the original prog, just so you guys know. And these classics only ran for 8 issues. So what were these? A couple bucks, $2-3. Kind of neat to read the original stories. I've been kind of trying to find them, and it does not. This is a way to get it. It doesn't break the bank of trying to get the originals. I think there was omnis and graphic novels printed, but they're like out of print, so they're hard to find. So this was one way to get these and enjoy them. All right, here's an oldie that I dug out. If you guys were ever wondering what Thunder Agent stands for, it is the Higher United Nations Defense Enforcement Reserve. So there you go. This is number 8. Came out in 1966. This is volume 1. And this actually has like 5 short little stories in there. And this is by Tower Comics. Now, this was one, it's older. I've been trying to find some of these older comics for fairly cheap. It's hard to find them in the bins when you're digging. This had a couple different writers and artists. Noteworthy, it had Wally Wood that worked on this. So that was pretty much the main reason I picked it up. But it's just a cool cover. Look at this big alien guy with the big eyes staring right at you. And yeah, and all these bad guys fighting the superheroes. So it's kind of classic, superhero, not your typical superheroes that we're used to, And originally, this was Tower Comics, and then eventually DC Comics picked up the title, and started printing new stories in 2010. That was volume 3 that they did that. So real quick, that was Thunder Agents. I picked it up because it was only $5. I wanted an older. I've been trying to get some of these older comics, and the fact that Wally Wood did work on it. So speaking of older and DC, I've been kind of looking at these ones lately. These Teen Titans. This is volume 1. I picked this one up, number 16, 1968. This is written by Bob Haney. Art's by Nick Carty, and I thought it was cool. Nick put his name on the bottom of this book in the picture, like he wrote the book. And this was one of these. I got this because it's a cheap older comic. That's why I got it. I want to try and clean it up, to press it, and basically practice kind of restoring these books a little bit with this one. Now, the Teen Titans, I have been looking at volume 1 lately. There's only 53 issues. I think it ran into the late 70s, like 77, 78. And this particular issue is the first team appearance of the Aliens of Dimension X. I guess that's all these guys in purple. Why is all the bad guys always green and purple? I mean, that's some of my favorite colors, but it seemed like always the old guys were in that. But yeah, and then you have your classic character Robin and Aqualad, and is early in these characters. A lot of the characters I grew up with Teen Titans. I think Robin was the only one that I grew up with. So, and maybe Wonder Girl. I don't know, but yeah, that was number 16. I'm gonna keep looking for some of these old ones. This was it wasn't a mid grade, it's a little lower than mid grade, but I'm okay with that. I can read it, enjoy it, and like I said, practice with trying to restore it. Okay, last up is my big book that I got from Top Cut Comics, and that is this one. Now, they had a couple ones there. Like I mentioned, I was going to get a Spider-Man one that was there, first Spider-Man in the black suit, but then I saw this one, and it was a real nice copy of this. Number 102 of Incredible Hulk, Volume 1, came out in 1968. Now, this is the restart to the series. Originally, 1 through 6 came out in the early 60s, and then they switched to the Hulk, joined the Avengers, but then he left after one issue, and then they started doing, putting him in appearances of Tales to Astonish. They started with number 60, I think it was, where he appeared in, they split the book up to 2 stories, where it was Hulk, and then they had Giant Man, and then for a while they had Submariner. And then eventually they canceled that. They stopped it, but kept the numbering system because the Hulk basically took over the whole magazine. So that was this 102, continued the numberings of Tales to Astonish. And this one was written by Gary Frederick, and Marie Severin was the artist on this. She did the interiors and the exteriors. Very cool, iconic picture. It's so iconic that they have used this layout before. I did take a picture of this and post it on Instagram, but they used it in the late 70s for Marvel superheroes. So there you go. There's one right there. And then they did it just recently. This was actually number 10 of the newest series, Incredible Hulk. And there you go. So you can see the same layout. They used it more than once. So I only put that there. You guys can kind of peek at them. So that's kind of cool. Like I said, very iconic issue. And yeah, I've been slowly starting to pick these up. I don't know why I have a sudden interest in the Hulk. I don't know. I think a lot of it's this new series. I'm really enjoying the new series, and I really like the classic 70s Hulk. So yeah, 102 Hulk, the restart of the series. Well, that's all I got for you guys for this Out and About haul. Let me know down below what you guys think of these books that I picked up in my dig-in. And make sure you check out Top Cut Comics at their website. I'll put the link down below so you guys can visit it. If you're in the area of Northern Illinois, Southern Wisconsin, kind of that central area, very cool place to check out. They, like I said, they have kind of cool books. They have a cool reward customer program there, and check them out online. See what they got, and let me know down below, you guys. Make sure you go and hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below. What do you guys think of my haul? Do you like the big, older books that I got, the big books, or let me know down below what you guys think of this. Did I waste my money getting a coverless X-Men 33? Like I said, I don't think I did. I can still read it, enjoy the artwork. Maybe I'll put this in a frame somewhere. I don't know. And I actually hope my little spiel on the X-Men Legacy, all the X-Men Volume 1 title changes is helpful to you guys, because I know when I first started trying to complete the X-Men Volume 1 run, I was very confused at first because it's like the numbers kept going, but they kept changing the titles. And I was like, wait a second, where's the first 50? And you get the gist of it. But I hope that helps you guys complete those runs when you're digging for the X-Men. Let me know down below. Are you guys collecting X-23? Or do you like the Judge Dredd or even the Tarzan? I'm a big fan of the Tarzan now. So let me know down below if you like some of these older books or some of the newer books that I got. And while you're at it, head over to Instagram, give me a thumbs up there, subscribe, and then you can see some of the stuff I post there during the week, whether it's Mutant Monday, maybe it's What New Wednesday, or sometimes I do a Friday first. So I appreciate all the little thumbs up and likes and comments. I try to read every comment and respond to your comments. So But that's all I got for this haul, this out and about haul. And until next time, guys, happy questing, and we'll talk to you next time.